It's Mike, the Wrestling God Smith, and you're watching All in Wrestling, the premier YouTube that focuses on SmackDown, Raw, NXT, 205 Live, and many more. Okay, the purpose of this video, because I'm actually gonna, I think, wait, how am I gonna start this? I think SmackDown won the draft this year because, I think they won, because you know what? Like, I kind of see it differently than Steven Larson, than Pulse, than the rest of these guys, rest of the YouTubers out there. And I kind of see it like this, that they have so much more talent. They have the women's division, they have the women's tag team division, and which is surprisingly good for the women's division, which is actually going to be good because we have more people. And you know what? Everybody's gonna say, oh, Raw's a little bit better. Raw is really not that. It's not. They're not better than them, because they only took AJ because AJ's the first SmackDown guy to go to Raw, but he could have been on Raw a long time ago. He's only on Raw because Seth is champion, so he's gonna take on Seth. They're gonna have a couple of They're gonna have really good matches, and you know what I mean. And because of the fact, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think Raw, like I said, Raw is not a bad show. It's just that 3 hour limit. It just there's no action. You took the War Raiders, changed them to the Viking Experience, changed their names, which was stupid. And it's like it is not really it's kind of like the opposite, like the inverse thing. Because I thought that SmackDown would get the War Raiders, and then Ricochet and Aleister Black would have been singles competitors on Raw. Because there's a title there. But like I said, now that the Intercontinental title is on SmackDown, there's no title, and now it's just the Universal title and the tag title and the women's, like the dual women's division, like the dual women's titles. And I just feel like, because of the fact they kind of need to drop the belt, and that's what I mean. Like, see, and here's what kind of gets me a little bit with Bob Roode too, because Bobby Roode could have stayed on. He actually could have been on SmackDown and stayed. Because him being on Raw, they're not using him. They're not giving him a shot. He's not getting a title shot. He's not becoming Universal Champion anytime soon. He's not gonna be a tag champ. So they're really gonna make him. They're gonna make him be a mid Carter, because he can't be anything. At least with SmackDown, he probably could be Intercontinental Champion. Because he's been U.S. Champion, he could be Intercontinental. He could be World Champion. He could fight Lars Sullivan. He could have new storylines. He could fight Roman. He could have a rivalry, and that's what I kind of feel like SmackDown won the draft on this one, because there's a lot of talent there, and because the Miz is on on Raw, he's really just gonna be there he's really gonna be there just to take on Shane, or to be honest, to keep that rivalry hot or to keep it going, because the thing is, if Kofi would have lost the title, and the thing is, it's not gonna happen to the point it's gonna be title for title. It's gonna be title for title at some point, but either Lars Sullivan's gonna be the dual champion, or Drew's gonna do it. And I really feel like they could have took Drew, and they could have took Baron. I just feel like Baron Corbin, there's no movement for him. There's no movement. And I feel like, because of the fact, and I don't mean like, I don't feel like I don't feel like Raw won this one, because Raw. That's the thing, because you got Lacey Evans, and you got Sanity, and I feel like to break up Sanity was kind of the dumbest thing to do, and that was the thing I kind of would. I'm glad the Undisputed Era and Johnny Gargano didn't show up, because it's like they would have took him, they would have messed with them a bit, and I just would have been like, yo. And I kind of feel like I'm glad he's on there on NXT. They got that big thing going with he's got the big thing going with Undisputed Era, and Adam Cole's actually gonna want the title, and he's gonna want to fight for the title again. And this is what I mean. Like, I don't hate Raw, and I'm being honest. But I think SmackDown won because the thing is, you have a cruiserweight division. Instead of putting them, and that's the thing with Raw. Raw misused them. Raw misused the cruiserweight division to make something, to make a tag division, and that was the thing because you got the Revival. They're not really getting any. They're not really getting any TV time, and they're getting showed infrequently. Like because of Ricochet and Aleister Black, everybody's getting a shot now, and now that the B team's kind of eating some pins. That's what I'm saying. It's just too much. And that's the thing. It doesn't make me angry. It doesn't. It's like because they're taking the ship, and this is what I mean by taking the ship a little bit. Because the thing is, they're taking the ship and they're going down with it. Raw's going down with the ship, and because Vince doesn't really know talent, and he really doesn't. He doesn't have an eye for detail. He never did. And that's the thing. It's like Raw could have been something. They could have been something if one or two things. They could have took everyone, and that's the thing. Everybody was making sure that Raw was everybody's gonna go to Raw. Everybody wasn't going to go to Raw. Some people were gonna go to SmackDown, and SmackDown's got the most stacked women's division ever. Cause look at Lacey Evans. They gotta drop her. Becky's gotta drop the title to her. And that's what I mean. Like Becky, it's like Lacey Evans doesn't have a storyline, and I feel like because SmackDown was gonna make a champion out of Becky, or they're gonna make a challenge out of Bayley. They're gonna make her out of Ember Moon, and that's the thing. Now that SmackDown has a chance to make something of the women's division, because now that we got Asuka, we have Kairi Sane, we have her, and now we got Bayley, we got Ember. That doesn't destroy the whole. It doesn't destroy the whole premise. And now because we have this little thing right here, and I'm being honest, guys. Like I said, there's so many new story ideas, and there's so many new story rivalries that can happen on SmackDown. And for Roman, it's kind of a fresh start. It is because you know what, Raw doesn't know what to do with them. And Raw has this thing where they want to. The thing is, they're gonna keep the title on Seth until they get Braun Strowman, or until the Undisputed Era comes in, or that'll just be the era. But to a point, that's what I mean. Like they don't know. It's like it. And I'm actually glad because the thing is, SmackDown could take them. I'd rather them be on SmackDown and win and beat and show the tag division why they're undisputed. And I'd rather Johnny Gargano be on SmackDown because the thing is, like, I see the future for a lot of things. And I'm gonna make like 5 predictions. Number one, Johnny Gargano goes to SmackDown. He gets drafted. Because it gives Johnny Gargano that thing that he can actually do good. Because he'll meet Kofi Kingston for the first time. He'll meet him. He'll probably try to go after he'll go after the world title. Adam Cole would be there because they're not really gonna screw him because the thing is it's a team effort. And the thing is he would win. He would actually be able to fight Kofi, and they would have a rivalry, but it would be Johnny Wrestling against Kofi Kingston of the New Day. It would be New Day against Johnny Wrestling, and I feel that storyline, it's there. There's just so much there that we got a Daniel Bryan, we have a guy, we got a Rowan, and that's what I mean. And now And I look at it like this, and I'm gonna do number two. Number two. The Undisputed Era goes to SmackDown. And before you guys say, why do I think they're going to SmackDown? Because the tag team division is lacking. That's the only thing. Because now that the Usos are gone, they need a tag team to fill that role. And I kind of feel like the Undisputed Era can fill it. Because the thing is, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Adam Cole could be a singles guy, and he still would be a part of the faction, because the thing is, he could actually make them, they'll each get a title. Meaning, Roddy would get the United States. Kyle would get Kyle would get the Intercontinental title, and then Bobby and basically Bobby would just be, he wouldn't really be in the background, because it would be time for, I think it's time for a new title. I think it's time for more titles. And I think, because I really believe that SmackDown should have a title, or have more titles. And I kind of feel like they need to bring some back. Like, it would be nice to bring back the SmackDown tag titles. Because the thing is, like, when they had the WWE Tag Team Championships on the Ruthless Aggression era, it made a lot of sense. I'd rather have the World Tag Team titles, because that would actually do it. And I think their NXT should make a world title, not just a North American Championship, but there really should be a world title. Like a heavyweight world title. But I'll speak on that on another video. Like I said, for number three, I say this. Number three, and I'm actually going to be honest, I think number three will be Bianca Belair, because she actually would be a good development for the women's division. That's one. I think she's good. I think the Street Profits, number four, would be, the reason I'm going to talk about my number three prediction would be Bianca Belair, because Bianca Belair would go, because the thing is, that would actually be good for her to be on the women's division, because it would already be stacked. But she would actually get a chance to be a champion. There would be rivalries with Bayley. There would be rivalries against Kairi Sane. There's a rivalry. And then number four, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Because I think, here's what I think, right? There's a lot of ways to do it. And to do it, you kind of have to see where to go with it. And I kind of feel like Shayna Baszler would be good, because that would actually give Bayley a fight. She would actually have to fight Shayna. She actually would have to tap in. It would be kind of good for Ember Moon, because they could actually get that rivalry out, and she could actually get that match. And Shayna would get that. She would try to take that win against Ember, because Ember and her had a rivalry in NXT. The storyline would actually be good. And then you put the women's title in the picture. That would be like, oh, we could do the first ever women's, like we did the first ever women's elimination chamber. There should be a first ever women's Hell in a Cell, like 6 women Hell in a Cell for that title. Like, I think it would work. And then number five. Number five I'm gonna make this small. I'm gonna make this prediction small. This is a very minuscule prediction. Velveteen Dream and Matt Riddle go to SmackDown, or Velveteen Dream goes to Raw, Matt Riddle goes to SmackDown. Velveteen Dream, like, the reason why I think he would be a good fit for Raw, because it would kind of give it would kind of be a thing against it would be against Elias, and I think that would actually be a good rivalry for him, because Velveteen Dream's gonna do something, and I want to see, like, how would that go. And Matt Riddle, I would want him on SmackDown, because of the fact that he has enough push, and I think because he's gonna get the North American Championship in NXT at some point. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe to this video. Peace.